Hi, this is Suzanne, and I'm going to be doing my profile for Family 150 class. This is the second profile that we have been doing for this class, and this one is one that requires a person to have a master's degree as well as a bachelor's degree. The profession that I researched is that of a social worker, and I have a friend that gave me most of the information for this profession. She is a social worker for the County of San Diego. She works in the Department of Child Protective Services, and she is an investigator, and so that means that she is the first person that goes and visits a family who has been called on because of suspicious activity. And so she's the first person that the family will have contact with from the County of San Diego. Her working environment, she told me, within the office, she said it's a very supportive working environment. All of the social workers, they all sit in an open area so that they can all consult with one another. She says that this has been extremely important for her as she learns her job, and she feels like she has so many people at her fingertips where she can ask questions if a circumstance comes in that is unfamiliar, she's not sure what to do about it. There are a lot of different people that she can ask for their expertise, and so she likes that the environment for that reason. The other things that she would have to deal with, though, that are more high stress are some of the circumstances that she sees. Some of the families are in pretty dire circumstances, and some of the things that are happening in these families are very worrisome and sad, and she has a great feeling of responsibility to help the families, and sometimes this can be very emotionally stressful as she really cares about her clients and she really feels invested in them and wants to help them. She says it's important that she takes time for self-care so that she can manage her clients and that she can separate herself from what's going on with them so that she can be productive in her own life and so that she can be well emotionally. She talked about her hours and how they're very sporadic. She doesn't typically work a 9 to 5 day. She does have to work at least 40 hours a week, but those can be spread out over an entire day. Mostly this is so that she can accommodate the families that she's working with. If they work full-time, she often makes visits in the evening. I talked a little bit about the stresses already, but some others to mention is that the work is never ending. She says that there are always families in need, there are always families that need her attention, and there's always something more she feels like she can do. And she also has certain deadlines to meet for paperwork and things like that. She says she often questions whether or not she's doing enough, and that can be hard for her and her work profession. She, as far as the common job tasks, she is part of the immediate response referral team. So she is the first one on site if a phone call comes in for her to go investigate a family, investigate what might be going on there. She said that when she visits with a family, she has to make sure that she gains their trust pretty quickly within the first meeting so that they feel like they can open up to her and tell her what's really going on. She mentioned that her job is extremely rewarding. She said for all the stress that she feels from her job and for all the things that may not go right, that when something does go right and when she is able to see a family progress and get well, that that is one of the greatest feelings in it, and it makes it completely worth it. It's so rewarding that she is able to really help families and see what she's doing to help them. The beginning salary here in San Diego starts at between $45,000 and $50,000 for a new social worker, and the experienced social worker, the salary range would go up to about $60,000, could go up to $68,000 a year. Again, my information source was Allie Lynch, who has a master's in social work, and she is a social worker for Child Protective Services here in San Diego. She gave me a lot of good information, and it was very informative and interesting to talk to her.